So first off, I just want to say thank you for coming back, especially if I just posted like today. But I just saw a very interesting event unfold, and it's talking about the YouTuber ImAllexx. So from what I'm hearing from everybody and a little bit of his history, nobody really likes him. Like, he's a YouTuber that is not well liked because he's just he's just a bad person and annoying. But previously, people didn't like him just he was annoying. But now people have a valid reason to not actually like him. The valid reason now is because he's actually a very bad person. But before I say this, these are all allegations, so we don't know if it's actually true or if this is actually happening. But the evidence that's stacked against him is not very favorable in his opinion. But that's just me. But let's just get into the video because this is going to be a long and doozy subject. And I will say before I do start the video, sexual assault is not a joke. So don't take this in a joking matter. If you really do need help, there is a hotline ready to help you out. And that phone number is 800799-7233. Again, 800799-7233. So the first thing that we see from these documents is a trigger warning that mentions assault, suicide, and depression. And she talks about how it's a sensitive subject and how she's been threatened to Alex to not come out for anything at all and to keep quiet. Or he will create a video just to contradict everything that she just said and to discredit her, basically. And she states that she's been dating him for nearly the whole year, and I don't know, he starts doing the one thing that most abusive relationships do, where the guy makes her feel less than and belittled and nothing, to the point where they can control them with one hand. You know, realistically thinking about it, he wouldn't be able to discredit her because he's already been discredited and thrown out by most of the community, honestly, because a lot of people with the community don't really like him because he was already annoying. So people not liking him and already discrediting them to begin with wouldn't be very hard to do regardless, but just now there's allegations that he's looking more of a horrible person day by day, and now it's not looking good for him in this case. So first off, we're just gonna start how he was trying to force her into a Discord call just by typing in join through the iMessage app when she didn't want to join the Discord call. I find this extremely abusive, extremely manipulative, because he doesn't like texting from what I'm gathering, because I've gone through like the whole thing, reading everything. He doesn't like doing like typing, he doesn't like texting. I think there's like a weird thing going on with like voice calls and all that, because I feel like he tries to assert dominance against this girl and tries to overtake the conversation and try to control it himself. I'm getting extremely weird vibes from this. So during this whole thing, while I'm talking, I'll be throwing up images while they just can't play in the background. But this is kind of weird because during this next photo that I'm going to show you, he gets pissed because she just wants 10 minutes where he doesn't bother her, nothing else. She can just have her own alone time. So they could calm down, talk it out, and have a proper civil conversation like adults. But then he gets mad, calling her a retard because he's like, oh, am I supposed to be a mind reader? And he's like, you knew. And then she just wants him to stop calling her names, which is a very reasonable request because nobody should be called names. And then he starts crying about how that she's getting upset about it. Like, of course she's gonna get upset, dude, she's human. And then he just keeps on getting more mad about it. Like, there's more pictures I'll show you that support this. And this image that you are looking at is another image of him having a little tantrum as well, calling her an idiot, telling her to talk, saying that she texts like a retard, and says that she says everything wrong in text because she's stupid, so that's why she should call him. And then he starts having another tantrum because she doesn't want to, and I said, bye, F you, you freaking weirdo. I'm like, dude, you're not a child, you're a grown man. Use your words instead of just cursing someone out. And the actual time context before I showed this clip is that she was doing like a sponsorship and she finished, and he wanted to help her out with that, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But then he took it the wrong way, saying, okay, that's fine, I'm going to go back to work, and then all angry puffy tone. But then showing this clip right now, he's getting mad because she's trying to be reasonable, trying to talk to him, but then she's like, and then he's like, stop talking over me, you're being unbearable, I can't cope with it, you got what you want. But then I'm just like, dude, she's just trying to be a civilized person. But then he's like, please, permanently shut the fuck up, and then proceeds to say, I hate you genuinely. I'm like, if you hated her, then why are you dating her? Why are you being so abusive to a person that doesn't really deserve it? Nobody deserves this type of abuse. videos. And then on his channel, he starts preaching that he hates people saying either the word retard, the N word. I'm not going to say it because I have respect for people. And he's just like a big supporter of different people, and he's supposed to be this big, nice person. People who are on the internet who are being overly nice, trying to cover something up very dark and very sinister behind the gates, but then he proceeds to be a hypocrite and proceeds to call her a retard from the previous pictures I've shown you before. And then in this picture, I will say that he didn't call her the N-word once, but twice. I'm just like, dude, this is crazy, man. You can't be preaching something else and you practicing the sin somewhere else. And I will be showing a video after this, but first I want to show this image first. It's not the first time that he threatened to unalive her. This is the first one out of the many times that he has said it. One on text and another one in video. I'm just like, this is not a very good look. Plus, you're threatening her, dude. This is not okay. This is the worst thing you could do to a person. Threaten them for no reason when they haven't done anything harmful to you. Let me show the video real quick.
Sorry first.
So I'm a fucking whore mouth bitch retard cunt.
Is it generally because you're just fucking brain dead?
Yeah, I'm very brain dead, yeah.
Is that why you decided to go on the fucking offensive instead of the maybe?
Offensive.
Okay. I don't know what to call what you did. It was weird. It's always weird. You always take the fucking weird route. Just do the normal route, which is just do the normal route, but a normal girlfriend.
You're acting like this is all just me, and that's something you really need to fucking fix.
I'm gonna fucking bash your fucking head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut the fuck up. Because this one, genuinely, this one, you fucked this, royally fucked this.
And then after everything that he said and did, and everything that he's trying her to do to her, he starts going into apologizing overdrive, which is, there's a term for this abuse tactic, and it's called love bombing. It is where the abuser starts showering them with love, affection, and seduction to where they feel comfortable with them again, so then they can repeat that cycle again. It's a rinse and repeat cycle, which sucks. But the thing is, the text before that, pretty sure it's the day before, he just says, F off you annoying C word, F you, stop agitating. But then a day later, he's like, you know what, I'm really sorry for what I did. I'm upset and I miss you. I want everything to be normal. I'll do everything I can get back to you today. I'm like, dude, that's not how it works. And then he proceeds to take this conversation out of iMessages and went to Instagram. And after that, Discord, because, well, if somebody doesn't answer you on iMessage, go to Instagram. If it doesn't work on Instagram, go to Discord. No, if they don't answer you, period, just don't text them. It's that simple. But the thing is, he keeps on saying, I'm sorry, I messed this up. And then says, come on, let me cook for you, let me clean the house, I put the bins out, and she's like, and she puts the most basic meme, that is basic living, kid, and I love it. I love her clapping back, honestly. But this type of behavior is disgusting from anybody who does this, because this does so much damage to the mentality of the person, and that will stick with them for years to come, maybe decades to come. And this is just tragedy, honestly. I feel really bad for her, honestly. I don't know, I found this very interesting to even talk about. But if you really enjoyed watching the video, please like, subscribe. See you later. Peace.